Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something really fascinating. How one platform, mostly known for one thing, has sort of quietly changed a completely different industry.
Hmm.
Specifically, we're diving into how Twitch changed sports betting engagement.
Ah,
Now, when you hear Twitch, I mean, your mind probably goes straight to gaming, right?
Fortnite, League of Legends.
Exactly, those huge live streams. That's its main identity. But here's the twist we're exploring.
Hmm.
How that same platform has, almost under the radar, really shaken up the world of sports betting.
Yeah, and what's so interesting there is that contrast. Betting, traditionally it's been pretty private, a solitary thing.
Right. You place your bet, you watch, maybe you tell someone later.
Exactly, and Twitch is all about sharing live interaction, community. So taking something so individual and making it, well, communal, it's quite a shift.
Absolutely. And that's basically our mission for this deep dive. We want to unpack how that happened, look at the mechanics, the social side, the impact on who's betting now, and also think about what this means, this kind of digital stage where betting meets entertainment.
Okay, let's get into it. So maybe let's start with the before picture. How did sports betting usually work? I guess you'd look at the odds, make your pick, place your bet. Pretty personal, right?
Very much so. Done quietly, often.
Then you'd watch the game, and if you won, maybe a little fist pump to yourself. If you lost, well, you just kind of take it on the chin alone.
Mm-hmm. The whole emotional arc was mostly internal, or maybe shared with a close friend after the fact. But the act itself,
Hmm.
solitary. And that's what Twitch just flipped on its head. It basically changed the rules
How so?
by making it instantly social,
Hmm.
instantly public if the streamer chose. And if you think about it, that taps into something pretty fundamental, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
human need to share experiences.
Yeah, even something like placing a bet, especially something with that kind of emotional charge, maybe. Twitch provided the perfect place for that shared experience. It wasn't just about adding chat, it was about creating this synchronous collective moment.
Right, turning that quiet calculation into this big live event.
Exactly. It recoded the whole social aspect of betting, from private risk to, well, a public performance almost.
Okay, paint a picture for us. Like, how does that actually look on Twitch?
Yeah.
So imagine a streamer, maybe someone really popular, thousands of people watching live,
Mm-hmm.
is watching a big football match, say, and right there, live on stream, they decide to place a bet.
Okay.
What happens then? I mean, the chat must go wild, right?
Oh, absolutely explodes. You get this immediate collective reaction, excitement, people sharing their own predictions, advice, even commiserating together if it goes wrong.
So it's not just watching the game anymore.
Not at all. You're suddenly part of this shared betting experience, riding the highs and lows together.
It sounds like it creates a real sense of community.
It does. It's almost like a huge virtual sports bar.
Huh. Without the sticky floor, maybe.
Exactly. All that shared energy, but right there on your screen. It's a new kind of community built around something that used to be done alone.
And there's a money side to this too, isn't there? It's not just people chatting.
Oh, definitely. A big part of this is how streamers started partnering with sports books. Affiliate deals.
Right. So they get paid for signing people up.
Essentially, yeah. They often get a commission for new users they send to the betting sites. So entertainment gets blended directly with, well, betting promotion.
So it's baked right into the stream.
Right into the content people are watching. It doesn't always feel like an ad, more like, part of the show, part of the streamer's activity.
Which probably makes it quite effective.
Very effective. And this has had a huge impact on who is betting now.
Okay. How so?
It's brought in a whole new wave of bettors,
Hmm.
younger people, often.
People who wouldn't normally go to a bookie.
Exactly. People who might never have considered traditional betting, maybe found it intimidating or just not their scene.
But they see their favorite streamer doing it.
And suddenly the barrier feels much lower. It seems more like, well, an extension of the entertainment they're already enjoying.
So Twitch basically acted like a gateway for these betting companies to reach a new audience.
Pretty much. It raises interesting questions about how platforms can really open up industries, sometimes unintentionally, to demographics they couldn't reach before.
Yeah, that's a huge shift from, like you said, the old image of betting.
Definitely. From the corner shop to the live stream, it's not just about winning money for this group. It's the community, the shared drama.
Okay, so we've got this picture of, a more social, maybe younger betting scene emerging. But here's where it gets really interesting, because surely there's another side to this, a downside.
Absolutely. There are definitely criticisms and concerns.
What are people worried about?
Well, one major point is that watching your favorite streamer gamble regularly can sort of normalize risky behavior.
How do you mean?
If betting just becomes part of the daily entertainment you consume, part of the background noise almost, it can make the risks seem less significant.
Right. It just feels like a normal thing to do.
Exactly. Especially for younger viewers, maybe they become less aware of the potential downsides, the potential for loss or addiction. It just seems like part of the fun.
And I guess when streamers win big, that gets amplified too.
Oh, massively. That creates its own issue, this kind of illusion of glamour or ease.
Like you only see the highlights.
Precisely. You see the big win, the massive celebration, the chat going crazy. It's exciting, it's memorable.
But you don't see the losses.
Often, no.
Yeah.
Or you don't see the scale of the losses compared to the wins or the financial reality behind it all. It can make betting look easier or more profitable than it actually is, statistically speaking.
So it paints a potentially misleading picture.
Critics would certainly argue that, yeah. It masks the reality that for most people, betting involves losing money over the long term.
Okay, so there are definitely some serious points of caution there. But still, even with those concerns, what did Twitch fundamentally prove about betting itself? What's the core thing it tapped into?
I think ultimately it proved that betting isn't just about odds and money.
Right.
It's deeply about shared emotion.
The thrill of it all.
The thrill, the suspense, watching things unfold live, reacting together, even the shared disappointment. That emotional roller coaster is a huge part of the appeal.
And doing it together makes it stronger.
Absolutely. That collective experience, feeling those highs and lows with thousands of others in real time, that's incredibly powerful. Twitch magnified that emotional engagement.
So the feeling, the shared journey, becomes almost as important as whether the bet actually wins or loses.
For many people, yes, it's the anticipation, the shared drama. That's what keeps them coming back, as much as the prospect of winning. It really shows how much we crave that communal emotional experience.
So what does all this mean then, big picture, when we step back from Twitch and betting specifically?
Well, it shows that these platforms aren't just places to watch stuff. They're actually shaping how we interact, how we form communities, even around things we used to do alone.
They're building new kinds of social experiences.
Exactly. And this mix of streaming, community, betting, it points towards a future where entertainment is much more participatory, more communal.
And maybe has more real-world stakes sometimes.
Potentially, yeah. Which brings both opportunities and, as we've discussed, things we need to be careful about. It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
How so?
We spent years trying to make betting more controlled, maybe more private in some ways, and then a platform built for fun and games just completely flipped the script by tapping into that basic human desire for shared experience.
Yeah, that is quite something. Okay, so wrapping this up then. The main takeaway seems pretty clear. Twitch really did change sports betting.
Fundamental.
Moved it from being this private, maybe slightly hidden activity into something very public, very social, and driven by entertainment. It's not just happening in the background anymore.
No, it's center stage. And, like it or not, that stage is just getting bigger. This blend of betting and entertainment, it really makes us question our old definitions of both things.
And think about how other platforms might do similar things in different areas.
Exactly. How could platforms we use every day unexpectedly reshape other industries, change social norms, how we see risk, how we connect?
Right.
Think about, say, how TikTok or similar platforms might change how we engage with, I don't know, financial education or health advice, or even reading books, turning solitary activities into shared interactive ones.
It raises that big question, doesn't it? As these digital platforms keep evolving, how else will they reshape our behaviors, our communities, our whole understanding of engagement?
It's a huge question, and one we'll definitely be keeping an eye on. This Twitch example is probably just one early sign of much bigger shifts to come.
A really fascinating area to explore. Thanks for breaking that down for us. And thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the surprising connection between streaming and sports betting.